Breaking news, just getting word that powerful Chicago Alderman Ed Burke has been charged with attempted extortion. He will be in federal court about an hour and a half from now at 3 p.m. Sarah Schulte, I know, is live right now working on finding out some more information. Sarah, we just got the complaint in our hand now. I know you're reading through it. I'm reading through it. What do you know right now?
That's right. Well, let me first tell you that Alderman Ed Burke is expected to arrive here at the Dirksen Federal Building at any time now. From what you said was for a 3 o'clock hearing. It is a 37-page criminal complaint filed against him. 74-year-old Ed Burke has been charged with one complaint of attempted extortion. This comes 5 weeks after the FBI conducted 2 raids on his aldermanic offices. The federal complaint says that Burke used his powerful position as the chairman of the Finance Committee to solicit business for his law firm. It's alleged that he tried to extort a company that owns a chain of fast food restaurants. Burke said it's alleged in the complaint that Burke solicited the business in exchange for Burke's help for permits and remodeling. And when the company, Burke tried to play, when the company refused to listen to Burke, Burke then tried to play hardball. He was trying to push the company into using Burke's law firm for tax business. And when that company refused to do that, Burke ordered the remodeling of the restaurants to stop. Now, we are told that this one count of extortion is punishable up until 20 years in prison. The allegations against him are allegations that had been rumored against Alderman Burke for years. He also has gone through several federal investigations for years as well. Alderman Ed Burke is running for re-election in a very tough re-election campaign. And just yesterday, his brother, State Representative Dan Burke, whose term was up next week, decided to resign. Again, at this point, we are waiting for the powerful Alderman Ed Burke to arrive at the Dirksen Federal Building at any time now for what we believe is a 3 o'clock court appearance. Live at the Dirksen Federal Building, Sarah Schulte, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Terrell, back to you.
All right, Sarah, stand by. We'll come back to you. Check in soon. Want to bring in Laura Washington, our political analyst for ABC 7. Laura, good day to you. Your thoughts on this news and how significant this development is?
Well, if these charges are true, and even before we get to a trial, I think it means that there's going to be a massive political shift in power at City Hall. Ed Burke has been the most powerful alderman in the City Council for decades, and he is at the center of so much that goes on in City Hall, particularly around money, around finances, around City Council business. So if he goes down, if he is convicted and has to leave office, or if he loses his election because of these charges, that means a major change in City Hall in terms of the center of power.
Can we back up here just a little bit, Laura? Can you explain for me just how powerful is he and how did he become so powerful?
Well, first, he's been the alderman he's been an alderman of the 14th Ward for almost 50 years, succeeded from his father, comes from a long line of political families. He has been the head of the City Council Finance Committee for many decades, going back at least until to the days of Harold Washington in the 80s. And because he's the head of the Finance Committee, all things that matter in regards to money, particularly workers' compensation claims, comes through his office, comes through his hands. So he has a lot of power and a lot of clout, political clout and financial clout in City Hall.
You know, when we first heard about the investigation, one of the things that I've heard was, well, we've seen this before, and he's been through federal investigations before, and nothing has come of it. So are you surprised about this development today?
I think I am surprised because clearly there have been many questions over the years about the way he does business, but he's always been able to escape any kind of direct charges. Maybe it was maybe one investigation too many. When you get to be that powerful, maybe sometimes you might slip up. You know, he's been the alderman for almost 50 years. Maybe it was maybe 1 year too many. And he's had a lot of political challenges in the last couple of years. He was excoriated, particularly in the African American in the Latino community, about his support of Donald Trump. He's got several challengers up against him in the aldermanic races, and they're all Latino because his ward has become demographically very different. It's become predominantly Latino. So many people may wonder if he maybe should have retired when he was still at the top of his game.
Got it. All right, Laura Washington, hang on. We're going to check back with you soon. Again, Longtime Chicago Alderman Ed Burke charged with attempted extortion, expected in federal court, the Dirksen Federal Building, within an hour and a half or so at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We're going to keep you posted on it. When this investigation first began, we managed to catch up with the alderman, and he mentioned this when we talked to him. You know as much as I do. I've done nothing wrong. I've always cooperated with investigations in the past, and I will continue to do so. Again, that was right after those raids took place. Right around the end of November 29th. We've actually got that clip. Let's take a listen to it now.
You know as much about it as I do. I've done nothing wrong, and I've always cooperated with investigations in the past. I'll continue to do so.
Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.